There was more change than continuity in the ways in which Russia was ruled in the period 1855 to 1964. To what extent do you agree? Now, look at the question. It says ways in which Russia was ruled. It is possible to do agricultural and industrial themes for this essay, but the better ones really are the nature of government themes, which are structure of local central government, ethos and ideology, use of secret police, and any of the opposition themes. I'm going to look at the opposition from the peasants, how that was dealt with. That reflects the nature of the government, and we'll look at whether it changed or whether it stayed the same. That's what we've got to look in this paragraph. So, right, first of all, we'll go hover above the period, and we will see if we can find any example that, in fact, there was more continuity than change. Well, there's good evidence for this. We're going to find out some continuity as we go across the period. So hovering above here, I'm going to say that there was great continuity between Alexander II and Khrushchev. A comparison you can make quite a lot of the time. Here I would say that I'm disagreeing with the question, because I'm saying that actually there was continuity between Alexander II's hope to appease peasant opposition with the emancipation, which David Christian said that it died away to a distant rumble for 40 years, and Khrushchev's Virgin Land Scheme, which provided opportunities for peasants to improve their quality of life with unused fertile land from 1956 onwards. So there we go, we've got one. I'll try and find another. So we can say that there's actually great similarity between Nicholas II and Stalin. Nicholas II intervened to quell peasant opposition here by using Stolypin's necktie. Stolypin's necktie, and the sort of figures have got 1,144 death sentences in 1907. This is similarity. This is very similar. There was continuity here with brutal treatment, Stalin's collective farms later in the period. So we're saying no, disagree with the question. There's great continuity. Who else haven't we gathered? Well, we could talk about Alexander III, and we could talk about how he is very similar indeed to Lenin. So we could say, if we can try and do this properly, Lenin, his brutal policy of grain requisitioning using the Red Terror and the Cheka Red Terror is very similar. We're disagreeing with the question. Very similar to Alexander III's land captains, who flogged peasants in the middle of their villages. The one change we can mention, and we've left out, is perhaps the provisional government. So they're the exception to the rule in this period, and that there was some change here, in the fact that when they were ruling Russia, there was so much chaos that the peasant opposition was actually not controlled brutally or by appeasement, as we've seen elsewhere. So this is the picture for this theme. My closing statement would be, I disagree with the question. There's actually more continuity than there is change. Any questions, let me know on the blog.